I really cannot function without my system. I I mean, I get like this sometimes, and I know I am like this because like life changed drastically overnight, and anytime life changes drastically overnight for me, it takes me a while to catch up to what's going on, and I've been doing a lot of waiting that has turned into nothing, you know. I have things I need to finish from, so I'll go to. But I'm gonna try to talk louder because they say they can't hear me. Um, but these past few days I've just been off. Like it's like my brain has just shut off. Like everything that I need to remember to do and everything is just not there. And normally when things are written down, I just look at what's written down and I find something and I'm cool, you know. Yeah, it's crazy. It's okay. Like I don't have to be doing anything, but I'm just kind of annoyed that like the farm is getting kind of overrun again, you know. So I have to be like do it over things that I would have. I mean, yeah, I do it over anyway. So the job of being a gardener never ends, honestly. So I guess I should just yeah. That's why I need to think of it. This is not for a certain amount of time until something is done thing. This is a lifetime thing. This is just something that I have to incorporate into my everyday life as much as I can. But that's what it's supposed to be. Unless life takes me in another direction, because you just never know with life. You just never know. I had a pretty relaxing day today. Ate something. That's about it. I ate something. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't watch any movies. Yeah, I don't even really know what I did today. Actually, my mind is just off. It's just off. It's the new job, you know. The new job, you kind of have to have a certain mindset for your new job, and you kind of can't have that mindset. I can't have the same mindset at home because when you have a job, it's like you're doing what you're supposed to. Like you're told to do this, so you do it, and you do it and whatever. But then home, it's like there's so many things. There's so many things, and it's like, well, do I have the energy for right now and all this kind of thing, you know? It's just, yeah, I feel like I need a team, like a whole family. Like I need at least three more people to be able to just take care of this house by itself. Because this house is just, oh, so much needs to be done at this house. It's crazy. Like it's nice not having to pay rent and everything, right? Because my parents own the house, so it's nice to not have to pay rent and or anything, right? But the amount of money and time and effort that goes into keeping this house up is crazy. Like it's a constant thing, you know. Like I've like it could be better than I actually can't. I'm honestly doing the best that I can. Yeah, it's just a lot, man. And then something always goes wrong. So when you get the money to fix something, something else goes wrong. Normal everyday human struggles. Like I'm not talking like like oh my goodness, this is horrible. It just is what it is. Um, yeah, it's so interesting. There's always something, and yeah. Did y'all hear that? If y'all heard that, comment in the comments that you heard that. What was that? That's probably one of them lizards. There was a rumor that the lizards would stick on you. Um, if it touch you, we call them lizards. I can't remember what you call them, but they have a weird color. I don't like seeing them honestly. Um, yeah, but there's always so much to do. There's always so much to do, and I'm steadily just trying to find my pace so that I don't overwork myself. It's crazy why. I need a system for getting back into my system. That is what I need to work on next because I can't be falling out of my system and being out of my system for however many days, you know. So I have to find improvements. Like so that is why like when days like this, I used to be really frustrated. And instead of trying to find a solution for the problem, I would try to force myself to get back into the work. But like I was an overworker, but I also overplayed. So the the result of the result of the overworking, I used to play, and so I just never really had anything stable to go. So I'm growing. For people who don't know, so what I'm doing for like the first time of my life is that I'm actually like building something and growing and making something solid, being stable, more in one place, experience life the other way, because I lived a very carefree life, very carefree life. So yeah, right now I'm just figuring out systems to stay as settled as possible, not overwork myself, not burn myself out, not feel like I need to drink alcohol, um, not not stressing myself out too much while trying to build something solid and secure, something that take care of me and mine forever. Well, at least you can't say forever because life is very unpredictable. At some point, some country could decide that they want to invade the Caribbean, and if we don't have any help, we're in trouble. I think about invading a lot. Why do I think about invading? Because I used that example for some other video before. Um, but yeah, I need a system. So every time, yeah, so I keep failing, my system keeps failing, but I'm not upset about it because the more it fails, the more ways I figure out how to adjust. When it works really, like it works really well for 2 months, which is usually about the time that it works and then it falls off. But then now I understand why it fell off because I was trying to do too much. So it's a matter of finding like the exact amount that I could do on a daily basis. Like the exact amount I could do on a daily basis so that I don't frustrate and burn out myself or anything. I don't want to go back to that time, man. I don't want to go back to that time. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot of fun there, but the lows were lows, boy. The lows were lows. The lows were low. The lows were really low. The highs were high. They were incredible. I think back on them. Like how people tend to have a biased view towards like the negative things that happen. I have a biased view towards the positive because sometimes in my mind I'm just like, man, you function so much better when you used to drink all the time. So if you just start drinking all the time again, we could just start gunning and doing more things. But I don't really think too much about the crashes when I used to be so low sometimes. Not depressed or anything, just everything was a blow. Everything was just a blow. It was experience to experience, joy to joy. And ever so often something would happen and make me stop, and if I stop for too long then I start to lose interest in doing anything at all. So I would force myself up to go do something again and just push. Yeah, I was younger then, man. I had the energy for that. I don't have the energy for that now. So if I were to tell a young person coming up, find out what your best is and be okay with that. Don't try to, like you're young, your best is significantly more than mine. Yeah? Like you could, you could, you could do a lot at your age. But figure out what your best is and try not to go over it. You know, boy, your best as a young person is a lot. And when I say your best doesn't mean that at the end of it you fall flat, you know. Like we're not talking about you lifting weights until the weights get so heavy that you can't raise it anymore kind of thing. I talking about lifting weights and then you realize that this is getting hard and it's getting really hard and then there's a little bit of a struggle and then you go one more when there's a little bit of struggle and then you be like, that's alright. Because we're not trying to build muscles. This is a metaphor of life. So you just take care of your body. Take care of your body. Like, spend a lot of time taking care of your body. You probably would feel like you have to, and I understand it if you don't feel like you have to, because, oh boy, thinking back to my like early 20s body, and I wasn't even that athletic or in shape. I had, you feel immortal almost. Like, this energy, like you up all night, 2 nights in a row, doing all this kind of madness, drinking, and you just doing all these crazy things as a oh my goodness, what the battery is. As a young person. Yeah, you do all these crazy things as a young person. Because you have the energy. I guess you probably take it for granted. I didn't take it. Yeah, I kind of took it for granted. I never thought that getting older would mean this. Like, if I'd used common sense, I would have noticed because you pay. But that's the thing, when you're growing up, you don't see like a young person turn into an old person, as a young person, because if they're 20 and they know me and they knew me when I was 30, like somebody when they were 20 they knew me at 30. 30 ain't too far from 20. So from the time they hit 25, I hit 35. By the time they hit 30, I hit 40, right? 40 and 30, there's a kind of a gap in between there, right? Like to me, the fall off between 20 and 30 is less than the fall off between 30 and 40, but still, it's not, you don't really grow up, you didn't grow up seeing a 20-year-old turn into a 60-year-old. Like you don't see that trajectory. I remember people that, yeah, like I saw them as adults, but they were like young adults. You know what I mean? And then now they just wrinkled and, like you see sometimes like they bent over a little bit from old age and thing, and you see where it's heading, like the reality of age kind of you understand a lot more the older you get, But when you're young you feel immortal. You I the places that I would not even I don't want to jump over railings anymore. Like a little railing, just jump over the railing to the other side, and I walking and walking through the gates. It's just things just become a little bit more difficult as time goes on. It's just interesting to observe. I don't I don't think I have feelings about it. I had feelings about it. I think I've dealt with them. I think that's what a midlife crisis is. When you realize like, boy, I'm not gonna have much more use, I should really do all the things I've wanted to do when I was younger before this age thing takes over. But I did everything I wanted to do when I was young, so I don't have like a midlife crisis. It's just, I don't know. Like I notice subtle changes that make me look older, but I never really cared about my appearance. Like it was never something that was important to me, Like to me, if I wanted people to pay attention to my appearance, then I would. But I kind of didn't want people to. I didn't think it was important. I never really understood why we judge people based on the clothes that they have on. I don't get it. I get like you it's a special event and you dress up a special event, or you go to like a fete, like certain types of fete, and you are dressed up, like for a color fete and a brunch. I don't expect the same something. So I understand. You want to look nice, feel nice, whatever. And yeah, maybe that's what you want. That's why you dress every day, because you want to look nice and feel nice and everything. But to me, that is why you're supposed to like wear things, because it
feels good, like you find comfortable clothing that feels good, or if you think something makes you feel hot, like some women wear some dresses that make them feel hot, wear outfit that make them feel hot, you know. So that's what they want to do. They want to feel hot, so they put it on to feel hot. I get it, you know. But some people dress so that other people think they are something, or other people treat them better because of it. I guess it makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just never. It wasn't one of those things that my mind could really like wrap itself around. Anyway, I feel like I've been talking for a very long time. I tried to speak. I tried to speak louder, but I think I went right back down to the volume that I was before. Sorry about that. I hope the TV doesn't have to be all the way up to 100. I have no idea how to turn the volume up even more. And I usually listen to the audio on my headphone on my phone, so I guess I don't really think too much because I hear it properly on the phone. And you see, like you mentioned that, I think about things like that every single time. But how did this start? Maybe my system. Yeah, notice my system is gone. If I had my system, I probably could make. At this point, if I stuck with my system, I probably could have figured out. Anyway, I can't think about what I probably could have figured out. That just gonna make me feel like I wasting time when this is just another part of life. Life has ups, life has downs, life has downs. If I focus too long on the downs, or if I let every down bother me, then I'm just gonna have a lot of miserable down times, because down times are just a part of existence. That's just it. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot. I'm actually kind of sleepy, but I don't know. I just prattled. Like I said, I really should just start a podcast. I really should just start a podcast.